How you doing? I'm Tony Fisher. If you don't know me by now, you must have seen me at Wembley because I was voted for the EFL Play Off at Wembley Stadium and also Fulham Football Club Ultimate Superfan. There you go. Just off now to see the pre-season with Sampdoria, so come on you whites. There you go.
You've been to a pre-season game already this season, has it?
I went over to Duisburg and positive. Players look good. Shame we didn't win a trophy, but you know, on penalties we lost. But tell you what, looked good. Kamara, in the first game against Bilbao, he was very positive, working hard. Every team needs a Kamara, to tell you the truth. Schurrle, when he came on the second game against Fiorentina, as I say, quality. You can tell he's got the quality there, and he showed it. Obviously Fabri's got to settle in goal. A couple of balls came across, he was a bit dodgy in the air with them, but I'm sure he'll come fine. I'm not going to judge anyone that bad on the first game like anything, because he's got European Championship experience. So, but no, all in all, it looked positive, especially against Fiorentina. Although we lost on penalties, I thought we actually played pretty well. If we played Fiorentina over 90 minutes, I think we would have beaten them. We were the better team as far as playing goes. Penalties, well, at least we scored some penalties.
Love your shirt, son.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot, man. Good.
You're a Fulham fan?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well done. Good man. You off to the game as well?
No, I'm not. No, I'm out with clients tonight, but
Okay.
I bought a box for next year.
You have, good man.
Before we even get promoted, so
Good.
yeah, I can't wait.
Brilliant. Do you know what? I had a box. The year we went down, cost me 32 grand.
Yeah, transfer business this season has been incredible. We've invested some real money on some quality players that I didn't see ever coming to Fulham. I thought we'd be messing around with some lower league players coming up and trying to make a name for himself. We've made a real stance. We're looking strong, we're looking good. I think we've got a squad that will make a real difference.
Absolutely. And I think obviously you also want players like, we love Mitrovic when we had him on loan, and to get him back and sign, and he actually looks happy and he's proud to be back. You want someone playing for that as well. Absolutely. And that makes a big difference.
I don't think we've seen a fan base follow a player at Fulham like Mitro in a very long time.
Absolutely.
It gives me hairs on my end of my hand. I'm literally there tingling.
I mean, I know we've still been looking out there. I mean, they're still looking for Target. If we can get Matt Target,
I'd like Target.
Well.
I think he will be good. He won't be a first-team player, I don't think, but
no. But as you say, we're in the Premiership. We do need a squad. I mean, Championship's hard, as we know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a long, drawn-out affair. Premiership's it's a different ball game. It's about money as well. Buying the players you can, the right players. You're right what we say. I think we've done really well in this window. I think the most important signing we want to make sure is we get Ivanovic signed.
Absolutely.
I mean,
he looks like a happy manager.
Absolutely.
He could have walked away like Watford.
Absolutely.
And we backed him.
Yeah, no,
we backed him for a reason.
And he's done well. Absolutely.
Shahid Khan has done wonderful. Tony Khan has done wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think with the chairman, and even when you've got Tony Khan involved in the club, it gives you more sort of inspiration and more motivation as well.
Absolutely.
Even for the chairman, you know, he knows his son's working for the club, and it's that's the whole package as well. So I think we've got to go in there positive. And as you put ninth with 52. I was thinking about mid-table myself. I actually had around 10th for 48, so we're not far out. My target would love to be 8th. The best of the rest, let's say.
I think there's a head and a heart.
Absolutely. I think I'm going for mid-table. And any team that goes up, you're not going to be in the top 6 straight away from the first year. But if you can reach a target mid-table like that, you'll be happy.
You'll be over the moon.
It's positive signs. So let's see what tonight has in store for us. They're going to put out a full team, I believe, against Sampdoria. At least we know that Ivanovic is sticking to his same style of play, that possession type game. So yeah, positive. We've got to be positive going into this Premier League. So that's what I am as well. Yeah, I was the lucky person to bring the trophy out in front of 85,000 people at Wembley, along with a lady from Aston Villa. Yeah, basically on the way to Derby away, I was on the coach and I had an email from the English Football League saying to contact them straight away, and basically on that coach I contacted her and she said, "Are you going to Derby away?" I said yes. She said, "Well, you've been nominated as well through the English Football League and Fulham Football Club. If you get to the final, you'll be taking a trophy out and having hospitality." So when I got to Derby, I had to meet her at the reception, and basically I had a photo shot outside Derby Stadium in all my Fulham gear with all these Derby fans walking by. You can imagine though, losing that game 1-0, I was back on the coach, I was like all over the place, and the chap next to me said, "You okay?" I said, "No, I can't cope with this, we're 1-0 down and I know what's going to happen, not only to my club, I want my club first to win, but secondly I knew what I was getting." But in the end it all worked out well, so, and it was a great day. I mean, being in that tunnel, just walking through, I don't know how the players do it, but it's just it's something you can't explain basically, and to see the fans, the white wall, all them Fulham fans, is just amazing, and they've done me proud to see all that Fulham ball basically. You know, a great bunch of fans, so love your football, love the fans.
You're a friend of Hugo Rodallega, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah. When he was at Fulham, I knew Rodallega, and it's funny because I also, by knowing Rodallega, I learnt a lot. We as fans, we watch a game and we see things, and football's about opinions, and we always have our own opinion, but there's always two sides, and I used to know practically little things what were going on, and I understand now when I see something. For example, Aston Villa away, let's say, and there's nothing to do with Rodallega, but Aston Villa away 2 years ago. What was happening? We were at the game, we're not taking it out of our own half, we're just passing it backwards and forwards, fans are getting frustrated. But funny enough, they were being drilled to pass, keep possession. It was actually the start of our possession football. Although we lost that game, it's like anything, you build a foundation first. They were being drilled to keep possession, and that's the progress of where we were. During the end of that season, we were the best footballing side, although we didn't go up, but we passed that into the following year, which was this season just gone. But it actually started then. So it's again, although I was frustrated, but I found out that they've been drilled into that style of play. So we as fans, we're all full of our opinions, but there is another side to it. And when I knew Hugo, I mean, he loved the club a lot, but unfortunately he went through all the managerial problems we had before. But he loved the fans, he loved the club. He was told to do certain things. At one stage, the ball was meant to be knocked up to him, and he was had to head it on to someone, but no one was there for him to head on. And he was getting criticised for that, but he was again drilled to do that. So sometimes we look at things, but it's two sides to everything as well. So it taught me how to think open-minded in football rather than be narrow-minded. Yeah, literally 3 or 4 minutes walk and we're there, so not far, mate. You can see the floodlights there in the distance. My flag, which I take everywhere around the country, that always comes with me. It's another bit of a superstition. But saying that, I had a bit of a problem in Preston away this last season just gone. Basically, I was going into the ground and the stewards outside said, "What's that?" I said, "It's my flag." And it's been to Preston before, it's been all around the country. And he said, "Well, you can't take that." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Is it fire retardant or have you got a certificate?" So I was a bit cheeky. I said, "Is my underwear or my jacket fire retardant? And does that need a certificate? And what about Mitrovic? He's on fire. Does he need a fire certificate?" And I think because of that, they got the ump and took it away as well. But basically, what happened, I went in the ground and a few people I know asking me, "Where's your flag?" A couple of them were singing, "Tony, where's your flag? Tony, Tony, where's your flag?" Anyway, Brian, a friend I know, and his wife and his daughter, I think his wife felt sorry for me, and Brian had a flag. Said, "Lend Tony a flag because I think he feels naked without it." So he did actually, and his daughter drew a look on a post-it, is Tony's flag. So, but that particular day, at half time, there was 2 Fulham stewards, and I told them about my flag situation, and they rang Fulham because there was an under-18s game going on, And they said, is that Tony's issue with his flag? And they said, yeah. He said, well, he could take that ground, it doesn't need a fire certificate or whatever because it's of a certain size and it was bought in the stadium. So I went down to the stewards and then said, look, there's FFC stewards up there, I can get my flag back. And the guy said, no, this is Preston, you're a visitor here. You can get it at the end of the game. So when luckily at the end, Mitrovic scores a goal and we beat Preston, and I said to the stewards, that a teacher could take my flag. And then afterwards, when I got it back, I put that flag around me and walked all straight through the high street of Preston with Fulham on my back, singing, yeah, West London. So, yeah. I've had a few stories to tell, but yeah, that one was quite funny with the flag.
So now we are in front of Aldershot Stadium.
Yep, it's one of your old, very old traditional grounds. So. How you doing? You alright, mate? You good?
Time no see.
Yeah,
Well, it's all right. 3 days. Thank you. You're right. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Here you go, mate. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cheers.
How does it feel to have been to every game in the last 4 years?
Didn't realise I could do it actually. Midweek, weekend, staying over in hotels, all weathers. I mean, thought I'd do it for the first year, but then it came to next year. But yeah, don't know how long I can keep that up for though. It's hard work. I have to work out all my train fares, put it on an Excel spreadsheet to try and get the fares cheaper in advance. So.
How do you feel now when they're at the stadium? What are you looking forward to tonight?
Just want to make sure we're all gelled and ready, prepared basically. You know, we know when we played Palace in a week or so, just over a week. We want to be prepared for that. That's a beatable. That's the 3 points we can get. I know we've got Celta Vigo again, so as long as it all gels together, get yourself off to a good start. You know, we get 3 points then, and then go to Tottenham. At least get a point at Tottenham. That'd be something.
So basically, after Superfan, I got beaten by this man, who obviously he beat me, but he is a better fan than me. Basically, I was ball boying once, and Scott Parker came over to me, he celebrated, and he got me by the jaw, and I literally was pumping my fist celebrating, and then I accidentally punched New Garbett in the face, but it was quite funny in the end. But it went all over the internet, it was viral, and it was quite funny.
George, not so much of it.
Yeah, we can go around. Yeah, mine, there you go, Tom. Cheers.
Dad?
Come on, Mitrovic. Come on, Mitrovic.
Which one's Sam?
Aston.
Go on, AK, son.
For a year, he looks like he's been out for 2 years. I'm saying they signed 3 players today, they signed May in centre half.
Tony, what do you think about the team news?
Yeah, looking at the team similar to
Saturday, although Fonte's in now to see how he goes, and Cisse. Yeah, a little bit of a mix there, but again, at least we've got on the bench. We've got Mitrovic as a sub. He'll get a run out though, but I think they'll chop and change it for the second half as well. So yeah, we've got the players out that we want to see. Let's see what happens, how they gel together.
Are you looking forward to the start of the season?
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah?
Can't wait to be in the Premier League again. Playing all the big teams again, mixing it up with the big boys. Deserve to be. I've done it for 2 years now in the Championship and I've played most teams, so deserve to be there.
What do you think about? Do you think we need a bulk our squad anymore, or what do you think at the moment?
Maybe another striker behind Mitro, just in case. But I think we're looking good. It's more than we expected.
Always feeling good when I see Fulham, so yeah, happy. So I'm gonna enjoy it now. Fucking pizza place. There you go. Good signs, Schurrle's quality, but they've all been playing some nice football at the moment, so I'm enjoying it. It's been 15 minutes, first 15 minutes, looking good so far. We've got to get the ball in the back of the net. It's a good prospect, playing really well, really positive, really going forward, good with the ball. And Stephen Sessin, although he's just getting like his brother, he's amazing, amazing.
Who just said hello to you?
TC.
Oh.
Ken, he always winks, just had my usual acknowledgement from TC, always gives a wink. So. Defensively, I always feel better now when Ream's in defence. A couple of attacks they've had, they've opened up slightly, on a couple of occasions, but you know, if Ream's there, he's always cleaning up messes, so not 100% yet on the goalkeeper, but let's see. I think we need a bit more firepower because we played some lovely stuff in the midfield and up to that last penalty area we played some good football.
Bringing on the big man.
Are you happy about the attendance today? Being an Aldershot fan.
Very happy. More than our normal league attendance at times.
We just came to it wasn't about the result in a way, it was more about how the players were playing and how it was performing. And even some of our youngsters, like Fozzie, the one with the long hair, he was playing really well, run up and down. And in a way it's been a positive experience really. Definitely Fozzie, our young one, and I think Cisse, number 44, he's been playing really well, getting deep and playing the balls through. So I just think it's more positive to take out this game. I'm optimistic, I reckon we could get quite high on the table. Around 12 higher than that, I'll be happy with that.
It's a warm-up, lacked a bit of cutting edge. There were some positives to take. Obviously, their goal is because we played it too much to the goalie. Once you're playing it to the goalie too much, then that allows their players to come up with pressure. When you make a mistake, they get possession. It's a goal, but you've got to learn from them things. I know we like to play it from the back, but when we pass it 4 or 5 times to the goalie, you just need to just get it out of that area and kick it up when you're in a position like that. But look, you've got to pick the best of the players. I mean, they're not those two teams that we had first half and second half. It's not going to be the full team. We're not going to be playing that in the Premier League. We'll be playing the best of what we've seen from there. There was some positives to take, and there was a bit of negatives that we know we need to work on. Defensively, hence stepping into the goal and the cutting edge we need up front. But overall, look, it's a friendly, and there was some lovely football. The positives you take from it is the lovely football we play in the middle of the park. But how many times have we been to Fulham and said, let the cutting edge up? As long as they put it right before we play Palace, that's all I'm worried about, basically. So, but enjoyable. I must say, the bloke took his goal though. They did finish that well.
He's like another unsung hero, Kevin, so I do like him a lot. He's done well for us in the Championship, so I hope he does it again for this season coming. So I'm glad we kept him on and he's signed for us. So it's good retaining players like Kevin. So yeah, good start.
Which player impressed you the most today?
Funny enough, it's the players that Steven Sessegnon and even Marlon Fossey, those type of players to look forward to for the future. I thought they were remarkable. With Fossey, some great play. Obviously, before he got taken off, there was a couple of little things that could have done better, but that's down to experience. But as far for his age and as far for what he did, that was promising. Those types of players. Obviously, I can go talk about Schurrle again in the first half when Schurrle played. It was fantastic again. But it's nice to see the players like Steven and Marlon, I think, as well. But again, we've got more to come. We've got more to come from Mitrovic. We've got more to come from Kamara and the players we know. Tom Kenny in the first half, lovely, just calming things down, holds it, looks up, vision, plays with a lot of composure. So yeah, there's great positives. I can't pick one out because so many substitutions and everything else, but there was quite a few, 3 or 4 players that did well.
Vinny, thanks for taking us to Wembley, man. You've got it unbelievable. Thanks, my man. Cheers. Yeah, of course. God bless, man. What do you think of Denis Odoi as a person?
I think he's a great character. I think every football club needs a person like him. He's also ambassador for the foundation with Tim Ream, so got a good heart, and fun. You see it at Wembley when he jumped on the crossbars. You need someone like that as well. So no, great guy.
You're not in white anymore?
I'll be in white on Saturday. I'll be white and blue, yeah. So I'm white on Saturday.
Hey, mate. Well played. Well done.
Well done.